All right, everyone, we're reading here from Ringside News. WWE rocked fans on March 28th by launching a new Hall of Fame wing called Immortal Moments, with a legendary WrestleMania 13 match between Steve Austin and Bret Hart as the very first induction. The 1997 Classic is still considered one of the greatest double turns in wrestling history, and now, nearly 3 decades later, it's finally getting its due. Austin was asked about the honor during a recent autograph signing with the American Icon Autographs, and true to form, the Texas Rattlesnake gave a straight up answer. Yes and no, he began. It was a hell of a match, and we knew it at the time. I think it was good that was in Chicago because Chicago was kind of a stronghold for me, but it would have worked anywhere with the fact it happened with Bret the Hitman Hart. The WWE Hall of Famer also hinted that there's more to the story than fans know. There's a couple behind the scenes story that I don't want to talk about, but it was a hell of a match, and it's cool for people to still remember it damn near 30 years later. Still, Austin made it clear that the fans are the reason the match lives on. Yeah, it means something to me because if it wasn't for the fans, I wouldn't be sitting here. So the fact that match is relevant and it's still going into the 2025 Hall of Fame for matches, and it's the first match to be inducted, cool. This is kind of an interesting comment from Stone Cold, because he's not necessarily like, yeah, this is by far my favorite match ever. This is by far the best thing I've ever done. Which I think this match seems to be. Now, whether it's true or not, you could put in the comment section below. But I whenever I watch a documentary or read up on kind of Austin's career, this is viewed as one of the pivotal moments. Obviously you have the Austin 316 thing at King of the Ring. That was a big moment, but this was also a major moment because it kind of built the character of toughness that Steve Austin would become, right? That was kind of a major, major deal. So, yeah, I thought it was certainly a good match to put in. Do I think this is the greatest match of all time, or most immortal match of all time? Probably not, but I think it makes a lot of sense to put this one in because you can make the argument this spawned what would become the greatest era in the history of wrestling, right? At its most kind of important time. Like when you're fighting against WCW and you're potentially going out of business, like I know it wasn't at this point, but it was soon to be. And during 1997, this is when it's about to get rough for WWE. And well, I guess it had been rough, and now it's about to kind of take off in a way that it had never taken off before. So spawning that and the guy who kind of led the charge in beating WCW, certainly that deserves some credit. So put in the comment section below, what do you think? Should this have been in there? What did you think of Austin's comments on it? Put in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.